We're going to go through this and see what it looks like right now. This is a tornado warning in effect until 9 p.m. for central Lincoln County, right up to the border of North Platte. We're going to zoom in on that one, but first off, we're going to read what this has to say from the National Weather Service. The main threat here is a Doppler radar indicated tornado. You can see where it is, just south of Sutherland, just south of the Hershey area. Let's measure it. That's about 13 miles off to the south. Now, it is moving off to the northeast around 25 miles per hour. Let's take a look. Let's zoom in on north. First off, let's measure this from North Platte and move off to the south and to the west. And we are hearing sirens here. You're most likely going to get an emergency alert from the National Weather Service on your phone within the next few minutes from this one. Portions of the city of North Platte are in this tornado warning, but it looks like the worst of it is just off to the south. So we will definitely stay here until the threat is over. This is a tornado warning in effect from North Platte and points off to the south and off to the west. That does go until 9 p.m. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the city of North Platte, 60-mile-per-hour straight-line winds. Once again, if you're just joining us, this is a Doppler radar indicated tornado warning. That is from North Platte and points off to the south, about 15 miles off to the south and west of North Platte, but it is approaching the city. I'm going to zoom in on this one and show you where this is right now. Portions of the city of North Platte are in a tornado warning, so that's why the sirens are going off. So basically the borderline is I-80. If you're in I-80 and points off to the south, you're in that tornado warning. If you're off to the north, you're in that severe thunderstorm warning. I'm going to take a look at storm relative, and we're not going to forget about the people in Hayes County. We do have another tornado warning. We're going to check in on that one. Take your tornado precautions right now, especially if you're in the southern portion of the city of North Platte or points off to the south. Here is a look at the Hayes Center tornado warning. So we do have, here's a look at the velocity on this one. We're going to put the loop here. Once again, tornado warning just north of Hayes Center. It looks like it is making more of an easterly turn, which is very good, because it's going to go in this direction, hopefully missing Hayes Center. So take your precautions there. And while we were talking, we just got another severe thunderstorm warning. Let's read this one. Oh, that is just south of our viewing area. So we did not go south of Palisade area. So we have a severe thunderstorm warning down there. But the end, this just in, the Hayes County and Hayes Center tornado warning is no longer an observed tornado. It is once again Doppler radar indicated. So if you live in Hayes Center or just off to the north, that's the best. Please take your tornado precautions now. A lower interior room, away from windows or a basement. But the big warning across our viewing area right now is that a Doppler radar indicated tornado has just developed off to the south of North Platte. So let's take a look at our storm relative velocity, and it looks like we do have some rotation. The good news is it's not really that tight, but if there is a tornado or the possibility of a tornado, it will be about 18 miles off to the south and to the west of North Platte. Now let's continue. This is as of 8:33. That was 6 minutes ago. I'm using a timeline here. We're going to move it forward. It looks like it's moving in this direction here, off to the east. So if you are in areas just off to the south of North Platte, definitely get in your safe space as of right now, as the city is in a tornado warning. Now, let's take a look at our hail tracker. We'll look at that. Where you see the blues on this map, I'm going to zoom in and we're going to look at both storms right now. Where you see the blues, here is, we have a little hail core here, that's in rural Lincoln County, and a little hail core down here in Hayes County. Where you see the light blues, that's about quarter-sized hail, 1-inch hail. And then you get into half-dollar sized hail, then ping-pong ball-sized hail, and the darker blues here. So I'm going to zoom in to Hayes Center. It looks like there is a hail core that is approaching the Hayes Center area. So especially from Hayes Center and points off to the north, you do have that Doppler radar indicated tornado threat, so you should be in your shelter right now. But with most of these storms, tornadoes, not really the main threat. This, over the last couple of hours, these storms have been going from more of a rotating system to more of a wind event and definitely a hail event from this one. So straight line winds we thought were going to be the main threat for tonight, but there's still enough rotation in the atmosphere, especially off to the north of Hayes Center and to the south of North Platte for the possibility of tornado warnings. So this is continuing coverage of severe weather that is making its way through. We'll take you all the way until the top of the next hour, and then we will see what happens with these warnings. So first off, we do once again have a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect until 9:15. That's for Lincoln County, especially from North Platte and points off to the south and off to the west. Also another severe thunderstorm warning just off to the south of that. That is for Hayes County, almost the entire county. Also, that is until 9:30. The main threat here is 1.75-inch hail, that is ping pong ball sized hail, and 60-mile-per-hour winds from this one. Now, taking a look at the wind from these storms here, you see the Boeing segment here from North Platte, which is most likely getting the worst of the winds right now, but in this backwards C shape, in the rural areas just off to the south of North Platte, we do have the possibility of 60, maybe up to 70-mile-per-hour winds, and again, strong winds just off to the east of Hayes Center. Hayes Center now is getting the heavy rain and maybe a good amount of hail from this one. And as for the North Platte area, the heavy rain is going to be going strong, most likely, for the next couple of, we'll say about 10 to 15 more minutes. So let's zoom out and take a look at the hail tracker, this hail core that is now developing over North Platte. And as you can see, we do have the grays on this one. That is dime to maybe even nickel-sized hail. We're seeing a hail core just off to the north, but the worst of it is off to the south, where we do have the rotation that is giving us that tornado warning. But this is going to continue to make its way off to the east or east-northeast. Let's take a look at the relative, or the storm relative velocity once again. And as you can see, back here was when they did issue that tornado warning. You can see it is just south of Sutherland and south of Hershey. This is the Doppler radar indicated tornado. It looks like in the last few frames of this movie that it's becoming more of a hail event, a hail and a wind event. The worst, where you see the greens, take a look at the greens for a second, especially down here toward Hayes Center. When you see the lighter greens, that's probably around 60-mile-per-hour winds, so south of North Platte, approaching the Wellfleet area. And of course, Hayes Center might be right now getting between 60, 70-mile-per-hour winds. And of course, we do have the possibility of that. We're tracking this rotation right here. This is the best chance of having a tornado. This is basically along the Lincoln and Hayes County border. Good news for, let's see, we're going to rewind this back a little. It looks like it is staying to the north of Hayes Center, so we still have that tornado warning in effect for Hayes County, but it looks like the Doppler radar indicated tornado is still around 11 miles to your north, and this storm system near North Platte does look like it's becoming more of a wind and hail event. So let's go right back to the radar and see what's going on here. We just got an update on this tornado warning. Let's take a look at what it says. They increased the hail size on this one to ping pong ball. It looked like there was enough rotation there to increase that possible hail size. Now, the storm still setting off the sirens. If you can see, the northern extent of that tornado warning is I-80. So if you're down Highway 83, and especially if you're off to the west, that's where the tornado warning is in effect. But the entire city of North Platte, most of central Lincoln County is in a severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like there's still around 60-mile-per-hour winds. It looks like the rotation is sapping some of that energy, and we're not getting the 70 or 80-mile-per-hour winds from this one. We're still getting around 60-mile-per-hour winds, but we're definitely keeping our eyes on that storm that is just off to the south of North Platte. That is giving us that tornado warning across the region. So here's what we have as of right now, still that tornado warning. Let's go over the warnings once again. We do have that one tornado warning just off to the south of North Platte. That is until 9 p.m. for central Lincoln County. Also another one that is until 9:15 for Hays County. Still tracking a Doppler radar indicated tornado. The good news is it is moving just off to the north of Hays Center. We also do have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. This yellow box here, severe thunderstorm warning, central and western Lincoln County, that does go until 9:15 p.m. For the possibility of, in the yellow box, up to quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, but we could get up to ping-pong ball-sized hail on that tornado warning in that red box. So definitely take your precautions for that. Now, as for the severe thunderstorm warning down south, the strongest portion of the storm is down there. National Weather Service downgrading this one to the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour winds, but increasing that hail size close to golf balls. So let's take a look at this storm just off to the south and to the west of North Platte one more time. This is the important one that we need to keep our eyes on. Still some rotation just off to the south. Good news for the city is that it's moving off to the east. So we'll keep our eyes on that one. What's happening in North Platte looks like it's just going to be a general thunderstorm, general severe thunderstorm. I'd watch out for those 60-mile-per-hour winds. See if we have anything new on the hail core. Looks like we do have some hail just off to the north of North Platte. This gray, the gray stuff here, that is around, let's say, dime to nickel-sized hail. Once you get into the blues, that's when we get into severe level hail. So definitely up to the south and to the southwest of North Platte, we do have that hail core where we could have ping pong ball sized hail, but we're going to zoom in on this area right here into the tornado warning. Let's see if we do have any population centers here. It looks like we don't have any population centers. So here's where we are right now with that tornado warning. We're going to go back to the radar here. The tornado warning is basically from I-80 and points off to the south. It does include Highway 83 and about 15 miles off to the west. There are no population centers in this tornado warning right now, but it is just skirting North Platte. So that's why we're remaining on the air and making sure that the city is, we're informing everybody watching as of right now. Now, the storm that we're getting right now, especially if you're in North Platte, points off to the north, that's a severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like the rain is getting pretty heavy. We'll zoom into the city right now. We're going to have some heavy rain for a little while longer. Then we'll put a track on this storm once again and see how it's going. But hail core, not that bad in North Platte as of right now. It looks like that storm that's producing the tornado warning is sapping some of the energy, so that's good. You want to, when we do have, say, a storm down here, it will sap some of the energy from the storm system that's just off to the north. So could have 60-mile-per-hour winds, maybe up to quarter-sized hail if this thing does start to develop, but the best chance right now of where there is a possible tornado is just off to the south of North Platte. Let's measure this out. Still about 15 miles off to the south and off to the west of the city. And it looks like it is moving off to the east, maybe off a little northeast. So we'll keep our eyes on that one. We have an update to the severe thunderstorm warning. Let's see what that is. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. Still 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail from this storm right here. So this is continuing coverage of severe weather event here on KNOP News 2. We'll keep our eyes on this as it continues to make its way through the city of North Platte. We'll walk the storm through. Now, let's take a look at the storm relative velocity once again and see where we have the most rotation. And there is some rotation. It's not really that tight though. It was a lot tighter back here around 8:30, but yeah, this looks more like you want to see if we're looking for a tornado, and there is a tornado warning down here. We can definitely see some rotation. That looks like rotation though that would produce more of a hail event, and it is still about 10 miles off to the south of North Platte, but these storms have had enough spin as we made our way through that there has been a possibility of some tornado activity. Let's take a look at this Hay Center storm. Looks like there is a little rotation off to the north of the city. Hay Center still in that tornado warning until 9:15. Also a tornado warning just off to the south of North Platte until 9 o'clock. Now, here's a look at the hail core once again, and it looks like the hail just off to the south and west of North Platte. The blue is the quarter-sized hail, so they are getting some hail. It is hitting rural areas up to the south of North Platte, but the main hail center is this one. We'll keep our eyes on this. We're seeing some purples. That's 2 to 2.5 inch hail. That is over golf ball sized hail, maybe approaching hen egg sized hail. So we do have the possibility. Definitely take precautions now. If you're in the Hay Center area, that is the city that's basically under the gun right now, not only from the possibility of a tornado, but also this hail core. It looks like it is going to make its way either through the city or just off to the north, up Highway 25. So hopefully the hail core misses the highly populated areas. We're seeing some gray on this map. So the gray does indicate around dime to quarter, we'll say dime to nickel sized hail. A quarter sized hail is going to be where the blue is. Maybe this our latest update says maybe this back end right here could hit the Hay Center area with some over quarter sized hail. But we do have a new tornado warning that is in effect just off to the south of North Platte. Here is a look at it. This does go until 9:30 Central Time here for portions of Lincoln County. So National Weather Service does still see some rotation with this one. So we'll keep it here. We'll continue to cover this. Here's a look at the storm relative velocity from this one. It looks like it has picked up just off to our south. Looks like it is making that right turn. Good news for North Platte. Now let's take a look at this one and take a look at what we're seeing. It was going in this direction, and now when these storms strengthen, it takes a little bit of a right turn. So if it does continue on this path, hopefully it will not reach our highly populated areas. So another tornado warning in effect until 9:30. That is for central Lincoln County. Let's take a look at the warnings once again and reset and tell everybody what's going on with these storms. This is a Doppler radar indicated tornado threat that is just off to the south of North Platte. So we'll continue to keep it here and continue to cover these storms. We still have that severe thunderstorm warning. Let's take a look at that one. This is for Lincoln County. Basically from North Platte, points off to the west. It is the next one that will expire across the We'll get rid of that tornado warning, which was replaced, but we'll see if this does hold together and continues to be a severe thunderstorm warning. And of course, we will keep our eyes on that tornado warning that is still in effect just off to the south of the North Platte area. Once again, another tornado warning has been issued just off to the south of North Platte, and that does go until 9:30. So I want to take a look at this polygon right here. If there is a tornado, here's where it is. It is to the south of North Platte, moving off to the east, might be turning off to the south and east. Now that's good news for Maxwell. That's good news for Brady. It is staying in areas that are not populated, and it looks like the worst of the system is going off to the south of North Platte. North Platte still in that severe thunderstorm warning, still getting the rain. It looks like the hail core. I want to check the hail. Let's take a look at the hail as of right now. Now the hail is staying off to the south in those rural areas. So let's rewind this again, and it still looks like it's moving off to the east. And with a hail core down here, the worst of it's going to be down here, and there's not going to be a lot of energy up here near the populated areas between Hershey and North Platte. You're seeing the grays. That could be. We're just getting new information. First off, the grays on the map, that's around dime to maybe up to nickel-sized hail at the most. Now, the information that we just got, that first tornado warning is going to expire. That is the tornado warning that is in the city limits of North Platte. You can see that right here. Right there. So the new tornado warning does not include the city of North Platte. I don't want to say there's an all clear for the city of North Platte, but the very good news is this system, and how about we put the relative velocity back up so we can show you the rotation. And I'm going to point this, while I say this, I'm going to point this tornado out right here. We're looking at this area. I might as well just measure that so you can see how far away it is. Still over 10 miles off to the south. My arrow will go from North Platte and points off to the south. Siren's still going on out there, but it looks like the city of North Platte, the tornado warning will expire in the next 3 minutes. Only the southern portion of North Platte is in that tornado warning that looks to expire. There's where it is. There's North Platte, and the arrow points to where the possible tornado is. So it's about to cross Highway 83. That's a Doppler radar indicated tornado. We have a new tornado warning that does go until 9:30, and it will be off to the south of North Platte. Maxwell will not be in the tornado warning. Brady will not be in the tornado warning. So that is very good news. We expect that these tornado sirens might stop when the tornado warning does expire. Let's put that back on, because North Platte will be out of the tornado warning, it looks like, unless some areas around here are still in the city limits. But the tornado threat for North Platte has gotten lower as this system is moving off to the east. As for Hayes Center, good news, the tornado warning out in that direction has expired. Let's keep our eyes on this one for a little while, make sure they don't issue another tornado warning. But I do want to check on that Doppler radar indicated tornado that is. There's still a little rotation off to the north of the city. Keep your eye on the clock. I do rewind time to see where these are going. It looks like around 8:41 to 8:43, where you see up north there the greens next to the reds, the bright greens next to the bright reds. On the Lincoln and Hayes County border, back then, there was some rotation that caused a tornado warning, and there was some rotation close to the city of Hayes Center, but it looks like the tornado warning, let me go back to here before I say that. It looks like the tornado warning has expired as of right now. Still a severe thunderstorm warning out in that direction. I'm going to zoom in now on North Platte, and we're going to see that first tornado warning expire. It will at the top of the hour of 9 p.m. And you are watching continuing severe weather coverage here on KNOP North Platte. It is around 9 o'clock. I'm meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli. Thank you for spending part of your Thursday evening with us. Wish we were under better circumstances, because we've had multiple severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings across the region, including tornado warnings for the city of Ogallala and especially off to the south. We did have earlier today some observed tornadoes, but they have been hitting rural areas. We've had an observed tornado off to the south of Ogallala, and we've had another one off to the north of Ogallala. So Ogallala, if you do have any damage reports, you can send it to us here at the station. We know that a big hail core did hit the Ogallala area, and they were in multiple tornado warnings. But we're just keeping our eyes on this one here. It looks like the tornado sirens are still going on, but we're going to zoom in here and show you where the tornado warning is. So the main threat for the tornado warning is
As consumer behavior changes, so should your business's advertising strategy. At Gray Digital Media Nebraska, our expert team helps you grow in an ever-changing digital world. We'll craft compelling messages and build targeted strategies using our portfolio of streaming audio and video, social media, email, and search tactics to drive customers to your business. GDM Nebraska combines the resources and scale of a national company with the market knowledge and personal attention of a local team. Take your business to the next level with Gray Digital Media.
Hey, Carl. Me again. Nauseous already? Good thing the two worst cooks are hosting. Ooh, blue cheese and broccoli casserole. That'll sit well. Are you sweating? I'm sweating. Not again, Carl!
Ditch the drama llama of nausea with Advanced Herbals Ginger Chews.
Hi, I'm Wolfgang Buck. When I started my online store, Wolfgang Buck Home, I knew there would be a lot of orders to fill, and I wanted them to ship out fast. That's why I chose ShipStation. ShipStation helps manage orders, reduce shipping costs, and print out shipping labels. It's my secret ingredient.
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers.
And Wolfgang Buck.
Go to ShipStation.com for a free 30-day trial.
Parts of the Midwest still cleaning up after tornadoes are bracing for another round of severe weather tonight. You're watching Local News Live. I'm Camila Rueda. In Iowa, at least 5 people were killed in Tuesday's tornadoes. 4 of those were in Greenfield, which is southwest of Des Moines. Officials say more than 150 buildings were destroyed. One area resident says she's just glad her grandmother is alive and well.
Came in and they yelled her name and she could hear them, and so they were yelling back and forth trying to find her. They were able to get down into the